Namibia celebrates its 33rd independence anniversary under the theme A People United for Prosperity in Otapi, the capital city of the Omusati Region, on the 21st March 2023. On this day, the Namibian people celebrate independence, freedom, unity, and self-determination. Thousands of people, young and old, flock to the Olufuko Center to celebrate this historical event. Different cultural groups graced the event with their cultural performances. This was the first ever independence celebration held in the Omusati region. The President of the Republic of Namibia, Dr. Hage Gottfried Geingob, during his speech urged the Namibian nation to hold hands and move forward in the journey of development.
We must cultivate the positive aspects of our national identity and realize that only by holding hands and pulling in the same direction will we be able to continue our journey of development. Wherever there are shortcomings, we should all take responsibility to correct them, for this is our national duty, this is our country, and this is the only place on earth that we can call our home.
Omusati region is situated in the northern part of the Republic of Namibia. The word Omusati is an Oshiwamba word that means a mupani tree. It shares borders with the Republic of Angola in the north, Ohangwena region in the northeast, Oshana region in the east, and the Kunene region in the southwest. There are many unspoiled beautiful sceneries, while beautiful species of trees and animals continue to attract tourists and visitors to the region. This documentary is going to highlight some of the developments that have taken place since independence up to the 33rd independence celebration in the Omusati region. The region is headed by the regional governor, who is appointed by the president with a mandate to oversee all government operations within the region.
The notable development that I think anybody could attest to it is that one, me being the governor of Omusati region, if I have to take back down memory line, in 1989, immediately when we came from exile, when I came to Omusati, Omusati was just a village like any other village. We never have any town in Omusati region. In particular, what we know is a small settlement where the tribal authorities offices that were there, and then talking about the post office, and then the one hospital, and then one secondary school. I'm talking now about in Otapi, whereby you have now that time Okamango Hospital, and then you have Ombaran Secondary School, and then the traditional authority. And there were only two notable shops that one could go. One was Elua, that belongs to the Johannes Sanjaba, and then another Onawa that belongs to that Mauno. That was only notable things that you can see. Now, from 1995, immediately after 1992, when the country was now demarcated into regions, we could already, in 1995, have proclaimed the first local authority, that was Otapi. Today, as we speak, in Omusati, we have now 6 local authorities, 5 town councils, and 2 village councils, namely Otapi, which is now the capital city, talking about Rakana, talking about Oshikuku, talking about Okahao, then you have Tsandi, and recently proclaimed Onanjaba, meaning that those are notable, I think, development that everybody could attest to it.
Agricultural sector. Agriculture is the backbone of the region's economy. Various irrigation crop farming projects are found in the region. Etunda is the largest scheme in the region, consisting of 600 hectares, producing maize as the main crop on the commercial plot. while other types of crops are cultivated seasonally throughout the year. It produces more than 5,000 tons of maize and 2,000 tons of wheat annually, 100 tons of maize, and more than 18 tons of wheat weekly. The scheme also consists of an orchard where oranges, lemons, mangoes, narkies, and guavas are grown.
The main purpose of our government to set up the green scheme in Namibia is for us to become a self-food sufficient. Because currently we are receiving food from South Africa, or we are depending in terms of food is from South Africa. And it's what I have mentioned. It's not only that you are produced here. There are different vegetables, for example, and it's produced by the small farmers. As you see behind you, there are projects for the small farmers, but it's also government as well. The government has got its part, and then the small farmers got their part, in order for the combinations and make sure that we have produce enough food for our country, in order for Namibia to become a self-sufficient food productions.
Epalela Aquaculture. Epalela Aquaculture is the biggest research and freshwater fish production farm in the Omusati Region, situated in the Onesi constituency. The government, through the Ministry of Fisheries and Marine Resources, established Epalela Fish Farm in order to promote consumption of fish as well as to generate income. Two types of fresh fish, namely tilapia and catfish, are harvested once a month and sold to communities within the region and beyond. The farm is equipped with good production facilities, which includes lined ponds, a feed store, a processing plant, freezers, incinerators, just to mention a few.
Some hours, and we limit the demand for this fish. Is just to the demand of this fish is very high. You can have this, like you see this one, you can have like 3 tons or 2 tons that we have harvested, but if we start selling by 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, it's already finished. But at the same time, we have to limit them. We maybe just give each person 10 kgs or 5 kgs.
Desalination water plants. The Ministry of Agriculture, Water and Forestry has taken over the desalination plants of the Amakutsi and America villages in the Omusati region. The two faculties were set up through the German-funded non-governmental organization called Kuva Waters. The two desalination plants were requested by the government and were implemented within the framework of the German Namibian Research Project. The desalination plants at Amakutsi village in the Okahawa constituency and America village in Otamazi constituency is used for the water consumption as well as to water community gardens, whereby creating employment for local people, generating income and ensuring food security.
The reason for the desalination was to help the community at least to have clean water. As we are standing now, the desalination is now. It is under the Ministry of Agriculture, which was donated by the German Federal.
Otapi Solar Plant. The solar plant in Otapi was established in October 2018 at a cost of 119 million Namibian dollars. The solar plant is owned by the Camelthon Business Venture 2. This solar plant is 90% owned by private individuals and 10% by the Otapi Community Trust. The Chief Executive Officer of Otapi Town Council, Mateus Nashilongo Anania, said this solar plant provides electricity to NamPower that distributes it to NORAD, which supplies to the council that supplies electricity to houses.
This plant is providing its energy to NamPower. Then it went into the national grid where it's used for the whole region, even outside the region. As long as there is NORAD that is now supplying, or maybe NamPower is supplying to other regions as well. This is one of our major development for our town. which we have acquired also through a private developer for the town. We are quite happy to, to have these types of plant in our town. I think it's so far is the biggest at the northern region, and it's the first one because I haven't seen any one of this nature at the northern side. Well, it have really boost up the development of our town, together with the other projects also that we have.
Livestock farming. The region has different types of livestock, such as cattle, sheep, goats, and donkeys in all constituencies. Oshambelo Livestock Development. Oshambelo Livestock Development Center is situated in the Omusati region, approximately 20 kilometers from Tsandi Village Council. The Livestock Development Center comprises of 5,600 hectares and is divided into 22 camps. 16 of these camps are 2,010 hectares in size, while 6 are 400 hectares each. Vistorina Shiuluka, the manager of Oshambelo Farm, briefly explained the activities which take place on the farm.
Oshambelo was established in 2008 with the aim of genetically conserving materials for a local breed. Although right now we are farming with the Afrikaner. The farm is 5,760 hectares, divided in 22 grazing camps. But we have a very big challenge because only 4 have water. So the rest of the camps do not have running water. Basically, we do what a livestock farm should do. That includes breeding, selection, mating, dehorning, castrations, vaccinations, branding. So, and basically just livestock rotational grazing. You have to move animals from one camp to another so they don't deplete the camp's grazing material, although that is very difficult with no water available on the other camps.
Health sector. While healthcare still remains a priority for many Namibians, the people in the Omusati region have access to 4 district hospitals, namely Oshikuku, Otapi, Tsandi, and Okahao, 41 primary healthcare clinics, and 6 healthcare centers, of which 5 out of 6 operate 24 hours a day. In March 2023, the Minister of Health and Social Services, Honorable Kalumbi Shangula, inaugurated 2 clinics, namely Oikokola and Ipandamiti Primary Health Clinics. The Councillor of Etai constituency, Honorable Hans Haikali, thanked the government for their continuous effort in bringing the services closer to the people.
First and foremost, I want to thank the government of Namibia for providing and trying to provide services to the people, to the grassroots. So we are very happy this clinic is going to help the community of Ipandamiti, in a sense to say these people have been suffering for a long time. They've been traveling long distances, going to Oshikuku and Oshakati just to get treatment. So I'm very happy. I want to thank the government that they are trying their level best, and we are trying their level best.
St. Martin's District Hospital. St. Martin's District Hospital in the Oshikuku constituency was founded by the Roman Catholic missionaries who came to settle in the area before independence. It was then a private hospital owned by the Roman Catholic Church until independence. The hospital caters for the local people and people beyond our borders. Oshikuku Mayor Julia Njabi noted that the hospital is 95% subsidized by government.
Right now we are standing at the St. Martin Oshikuku Hospital, which was founded before the independence by the missionaries. After after independence, then it was subsidized by the government, 95%. So this hospital is taking care of people from different places, not only from Oshikuku, but is one of the developmental things in Oshikuku.
Education sector. Education is the key driver in eradicating poverty. There are about 300 schools in the Omusati region. Among others, Rakana High School was ranked as the second highest performing school in the region and 12th on the National Senior Secondary Certificate Examinations for 2022, following Onawa Senior Secondary School that took first place on regional level and second place on national level. Rakana High School is at the heart of Rakana town in the Rakana constituency. The school opened its doors in the year 1991 with 9 teachers and 245 learners from grades 8 to 10. The school is historically located where there used to be a South African soldiers' camp before independence. In 2023, the school has about 670 learners and now offers up to grade 12.
So when we came here, we studied at this school that you see here, the other school. That is now the school called now Ovikange Combined School. But that is where we started. This was a military base. There was nothing here. So our learners have to sleep under the dugout and in the military barracks. Then the government decided to build the infrastructure that you see here, the new buildings. Started with the classes, the hostel, the kitchen, and the hall, the kitchen hall. This was a military base. Where we are standing, you see behind me, is a dugout. That was for the former South African Army. So our learners used to sleep in the military barracks. There were military barracks all over here. The boys used to sleep in the Zincs military barracks, while the girls were sleeping in the prefabricated military barracks. So that is the situations.
Nakayale Vocational Training Center. Apart from Ogongo UNAM campus, Nakayale Vocational Training Center is one of the high institutions of learning in Omusati region. The center officially opened its doors in August 2011, with 40 trainees and 5 trainers offering 2 trades, Hospitality and Tourism Level 2 and Office Administration Level 1. The center strives to be the preferred training institution where trainees can develop a broad range of vocational skills, knowledge, and attitudes that will enable them towards a better future for themselves and their communities. Nakayale Vocational Training Center held its first ever graduation ceremony at Otapi in September of 2019, where 129 trainees conferred their national vocational certificates in office administration and hospitality and tourism. In September 2022, about 201 trainees graduated in electrical general, office administration, hospitality and tourism, as well as wholesale and retail.
Today here at Nakayale VTC, there is a strong sense of achievement and excitement amongst the cohort of those who are graduating. It's a contagious excitement, I must say. It is a proud moment for all, and indeed a proud moment for Omusati's only public VTC, which continues to grow from leaps and bounds. Considering that it only opened its doors in August 2011 with a few numbers of trainees and 5 trainers offering only 2 trades as we had earlier.
Infrastructure. Rakana Hydropower Station. Rakana Hydroelectric Power Station has 2 substations called Kunene and Omatando substations. Kunene substation is a new substation situated south of the existing Rakana power station. A 400 kilovolts line is built from Kunene to the existing Omatando substation to substantially increase the power supply capacity to Oshakati, Ondangwa and surrounding areas. This line forms part of a bigger future project to create a northern ring at 400 kilovolts. It will ensure redundancy of evacuation of power from the Rakana power station.
These are very good developments. We will see for our industrial. Namibia is becoming an industrial country by 2030. You remember the vision of 2030 for our country. So by the time we are going to reach the year 2030, so at least 90%, if it's not 100, Namibia will be covered by energy.
Road infrastructure, Omafo Okalongo Road. Namibia is known for having the best roads in Southern Africa, and roads infrastructure still continues to be a great part of the country's development goals. In 2013, under the former president Hifikepunye Pohamba, the Omafo Okalongo Otapi Road was constructed. The $722 million Namibian dollars project was estimated to be completed in 3 years in order for locals to transport their products easily to markets in Angola and connect to the regional development corridors such as the Trans-Kunene and Trans-Caprivi highways.
There is a main road, Kahao, Sandi Otapi, main road, Kahao, Toshakati. The other joint here, the new one, the Tananga Omakange Road. If you want to go to Opuo, follow the road from here, even to Kamanya Ocho, Swarongo, Tutu. So you follow the road. Even you turn your Makange to Rakana, also you follow the road. The other one there, via Chandi to Otapi, to join the other one, the big one from Shakati, Otapi, Rakana, also. This is how the Ijabo. This is the Ijabo of our beautiful for our independence. Also, this is additional development. If you follow this one, you find another joint gravel road there for the Itananga to Kahao. That joint the Kahao station. Also, the gravel road came after independence.
Oshifa Police Station. Oshifa Police Station was inaugurated in 2017 at a tune of over 25 million Namibian dollars. The police station is situated in Oshifo, Rakana. The police station is the second capital project in the region to be completed by the Ministry of Safety and Security, following the completion of the police headquarters in Otapi. The new police station includes staff accommodation and 6 holding cells. Police stations help combat the rising crimes in the Omusati region and the country as a whole.
We have constructed the police station. The government has made the promises, and now the promise is here, and you can see what the government promised to bring police services closer to the people. And anyone who disputes that, take them there to touch the wall, to see the beauty of the police stations. But a beautiful police station will only be effective if those one who are housed in those beautiful buildings are performing their patriotic duty to the extent that the people who are saved are happy with what we are doing. And also to justify the millions of dollars that was used to build that police station, police officers, we have to make sure that we do what is expected of us by the community of Oshifo, Rakana, and the surrounding.
MICT inauguration. The former Minister of Information and Communication Technology, Honorable Chekero Twea, officially inaugurated new regional office buildings of the Ministry of Information and Communication Technology at Otapi in the Omusati region on the 25th of September 2016. The Ministry of Information and Communication Technology is responsible for the access and dissemination of information and to provide modern ICT experiences for the Namibian communities.
our living standards, patterns of work and leisure, education system, and marketplace are all influenced by advances in information knowledge. The Omusati Regional Office has a responsibility of promoting a society that makes the best possible use of ICT. The ministry is therefore on a journey to continuously improve the lives of Namibians in terms of their ICT needs, and more of these ceremonies are in the pipelines for other regions.
NHE, the National Housing Enterprise NHE, handed over 81 houses to residents of Otapi on the 27th of October 2022. The 81 houses were constructed through an innovative partnership between NHE and Tona Trading Holdings valued at 29 million Namibian dollars. Honorable Erastus Utoni, Minister of Urban and Rural Development, officiated the event and was delighted that NHE is handing over this completed housing project, as it bears witness to the hard work that has been done to fulfill the responsibility towards housing needs of communities.
This innovative partnership can help us make a difference in the lives of our residents. I understand that NHE is currently busy with the 70 houses in Okahao. Allow me to appeal to the lucky beneficiaries to care for their houses and request that you make it your ultimate responsibility to pay for the services provided to you on time. Yeah, if we don't pay, Tate Tanyanda, make sure that your water bill is paid. Frankly speaking, if you don't pay for the refuse collection, what is refuse collection? Iyagaya. Asho, if you don't pay for it, the officials here, they will not be paid. And this town will be dead. So, my dear fellow officials, beneficiaries, I encourage you to pay for your services. And I'm happy that, these beneficiaries, among them are uniform people. Police officers, they are saying, no, police officers are not getting anything. Thank you very much that we have also benefited from this one.
We can also see the development in town, especially in terms of housing. We can remember that through NHE, government have constructed 81 houses in a period of 2020-2021, so 2022 financial year.
Ombambi Haka Village Borehole. Water is life, and it is an essential need for every living thing. The community of Ombambi Haka used to walk long distances to get water for their daily consumption, but this is no longer the case, as the construction of the 200,000 Namibian dollars village borehole was completed in 2023. The borehole caters not only for the people of Ombambi Haka, but also for their livestock. The councillor of Rakana constituency, Andrea Shintama, elaborates more on the project.
The government, through the regional council, we put up this water infrastructures, the borehole that we drilled recently, and you can see the infrastructures that you have. You have the water draft, animal draft where they drink water. We have also 4 water taps where if a number of people come at the same time, so they fetch water so that they will not be constructed at one water taps. So each water taps is got 2 water taps, means there are 8 water taps here within the 4 water taps. So it's development after the independence of our country. So we are trying our best to bring services close to our people in terms of water infrastructures. Yes, this is development.
Trade and industry. Open markets. Many Namibians still remain self-employed. In the Omusati region, open markets are visible as SMEs are the backbone of the country's economy. The Anamlenge Open Market in Otapi opened its doors to members of the public in 2017. The 6 million Namibian dollar open market which was a project of the Ministry of Urban and Rural Development under the former Minister of Urban and Rural Development, Honorable Sophia Shaningwa, hoped to promote self-employment and fight poverty for many young women and men in the region. The open market accommodates about 197 macro traders.
Ndiyo nange shefa ndatameka momatara yetu ya Utapi evura vontumba. Ndiria ipopi nduvito mbili. Nduvito nsa nduvite pangelo ryetu ya Namibia oria ningasha. Oshirongo nyisha manguruka. Neno semba tuli kuruka vititwetele ko sene. Atufutile abali oluvalo rweto skola. Ngayingi ndirinyi ondina amerika skola. Ashika ibandure pangela la Namibia oria longa na ipapi nyondile ilandifo mwage kahima kala manope no makama manope nendugu nenyondi nako ifima nombelela nemeshara kuti inima ihembiono andira difire mamatara Utapi ota ipa foruvaru lwage muskola.
Heritage and culture. Omalobab Baobab Tree. Omalobab Baobab Tree is the biggest tree of its kind and is located in the center of Otapi town behind the open market. It has previously been used as a post office by the colonial administrators as well as a church by the South African troops. According to historians, it has been used as a shade where ancestors had performed certain rituals and as a hideout during tribal wars.
This tree from 1870s, those years, so during the Finnish missionaries. So this tree was used as a post office or like a storage. When the people receiving packages, so it was stored here, then the local people used to come and gather here, then they're receiving the parcels from the postmasters. And then after the Finnish missionaries during the South African colonial era, one of the former South African military base was around here. So this baobab was inside of the South African military camp. And then that time, the tree was used for many different things with different purposes. Sometimes it was used like a chapel. A chapel is it's just a church. And then sometimes it was used like a jail. But it was not a jail where they used to lock people inside. It was used just for interrogation when the plant fighters were captured by South African soldiers. So they are the ones who were interrogated inside or tortured inside. Yes. Yeah. And then sometimes the tree was used like a special drinking or like a special bar for white people only during that time. Because the reason is because of the apartheid time. And then after independence, because the tree it has a significant history, so it became as a historical monument and as this is one of the main tourist attraction here in the north.
Umguluwambashe Historical Site. Umguluwambashe is an Otjiherero phrase which means giraffe leg and is situated in Onesi constituency. Umguluwambashe is one of Namibia's state cemeteries, where national heroes and heroines are buried. It also contains a memorial shrine inaugurated by Namibia's founding president Dr. Sam Nujoma and a statue of 6 soldiers leading the camp when the attacks started on 26 August. At dawn on the 26th of August 1966, the racist regime of South Africa's security forces launched a helicopter bomb assault against the base of SWAPO's armed wing under the leadership of Commander John Otto Nankundu. The end of the war saw Namibia proclaim its independence in 1990, with SWAPO winning the elections. 26 August is celebrated in Namibia as Heroes' Day and is a public holiday.
As we are standing here, we see the new heritage, the shrine. This is a special historical areas to have our some heroes and heroines to rest here in peace. It was started in 2013 by these two, Josephus Shona, Kobet Josepha Ipangerwa. 2013, and they continue. Come to rest in peace here, especially like the other one at Heroes Ekait Vidok, and the other one in Nana Shrine to Hangwena region, and the other one here in the Omburu, or Bashe, here in our constituency Sandy in Omusati Region.
Uku Cultural Heritage Center. The Cultural Heritage Center was developed by the Uku Town Council in order to preserve the Ukwambi culture. The center is a tourist attraction with a traditional house that illustrates what a typical Ukwambi traditional homestead looks like. It also has bungalows for those visiting the town and are in need of accommodation. Julia Njabi, mayor of Uku Town, highlights the importance of the Uku Cultural Heritage Center.
The most important thing that is in here is a traditional homestead that represents the Ukwambi traditional homestead. So we are trying to show the Namibian and people from outside that we are not only having the modern houses in the surrounding, but we also have traditional houses. So the house that we have here now is representing the Ukwambi traditional house, how it looks like, what are inside there. The sleeping rooms are also there, but they are not similar to the one that are outside here.
Uku Cultural Festival. Omusati Region, like the rest of Namibia, is home to many cultural groups from various parts of the country. The rich, diverse, and distinct cultural values and traditions render a unique character to the Namibian society. The culture shapes the destiny of the people while stabilizes the lives of groups at local level. The Olufuko Center in Otapi hosts the biggest cultural event in the region. Olufuko is an Oshiwambo traditional practice which means a wedding, where girls often as young as 12 years old are prepared for womanhood, including marriage, caring for families, and crop cultivation. This practice is performed by an elderly woman known as Namganga and is accompanied by drumming and dancing. It is a practice that turns girls and young women into brides without grooms. Since independence in 1990, the government of the Republic of Namibia has made progress in reducing poverty and bringing services closer to its people. It is evident that development has taken place in the Omusati region after 33 years of Namibian independence. However, there is room for more developments.